This here is my first computer that I ever received. I got this probably when I was about 10 years old and had it until about 18 to 19 years old. This thing is a pre-built computer from Alienware. It was a beauty. Had a GPU of about 1070, which is fairly decent. It was about $800 to $900 during that time, and they no longer make this model, but it still works flawlessly. And this here is the Digital Storm Lynx, but this is the old one. The new ones had the 2070, 2080 Supers, where this has the 2070. And a 750 watt power supply, and I believe the new ones have a 550 watt power supply. Could be higher, could be lower. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on anything, please. I've also had this thing for a little over a year, and it's not doing so well. So those of you may know, I've had a GPU problem. The thing that I hate most about these pre-builds is that they're stress tested. What that means is that basically they want to give you the best premium quality the company can provide a customer. In my opinion, as great as that seems to have, it's not. This guy here, this lasted about 9 years and it's counting. This also was not stress tested. I'm also not a computer wizard, so if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. This was bought in Best Buy in a box, and yeah, well, that was stress tested, the Digital Storm one, and it's already crashing on me. It's pretty bad. So guys, it's not like the computer's not running. It is. However, the GPU is crashing more than ever. What they do in these companies, and no hate to Digital Storm, because they make beautiful computers. They make beautiful and powerful computers. However, the part that I hate is the stress testing. They pretty much do it for a week, and what they do in stress testing is basically overclock each and every component, whether that be CPU, GPU, and the power supply, really. So everything on the computer and built in with the computer is stress tested to the fullest capacity and fullest strength that it can. And they do this for about a week or more. And that's the biggest thing I hate, because when you overclock things for a period of time, it's gonna deteriorate rather quickly. So there's a big problem here. And I hope Digital Storm can understand where I'm coming from. In this video, I hope that some of you realize don't buy these PCs. You need to buy and build your own PCs, because one, you can customize them, two, they'll last a lot longer. Like guys, I can name some of the best things about this computer right now. Like it has CPU that's a Intel i7 with a 9700K processor. That's amazing. It's flawless, right? And then you got a GPU that's a 2070 RTX. Beautiful. Something unheard of, right? Well, not really, but you get what I'm talking about. It's a good GPU. You got a 750 watt power supply, man. That's huge. That, and you got, I believe it's like 16 gigabytes of RAM in here, maybe 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's a lot. It's enough for me and what I'm doing, especially streaming and a whole bunch of other stuff. However, a lot of you have been asking whether or not this computer right here is good enough for streaming. The new ones probably, but this one for sure is definitely not. I haven't been able to stream for probably a good 9-10 months, and they've never helped me with anything regarding this issue of my GPU. And I've said send it in. And this is the biggest thing that I hate about pre-builds, is that when you're buying a pre-build, yes, it comes in nice and cool and you get a nice box and a whole bunch of other stuff with it. It's just the problem of they give you roughly a year or maybe a few months of warranty. But they should give you a few years of completely destroyed warranty. So if your computer were to, for some reason, just completely crash, everything is gone, then they would give you a new one. But this guy right here, since it's just a part, they won't help me out. I would have to go to the actual manufacturer of that specific part. So, kind of sucks, man. When I first bought it, it was beautiful. It turned on, it was the quietest thing ever, and it was flawless. It was running Fortnite, it was running COD, perfectly fine. 14 months later, I'm having to make videos about this. Bad or negative. And now I just gotta plug in all these bad boys, so I think it should work now. However, first I'm gonna take this glass off so that you guys can actually see everything in beauty. That way I'm not like mirrored right now, like as you can see. Alrighty, and 3, 2, 1. Ooh. See, it always looks nice, but it doesn't perform nice. So as you guys can see, we have the 2 RAM sticks here. We have the CPU cooling over the CPU. This is a pretty nice gizmo here. It's designed by them, so how well it actually works, I don't know. You know, they're a gaming company, so I would hope that nice pieces of components that go along with the computers. So, you know, and we have the solid state drives in here. We have the power supply in here. We have obviously the GPU. It's just a matter of when I play COD, this thing is overdriven, and it's just, maybe it's just COD, I don't know. So you guys might be able to hear the GPU running right now. That's because it's a blower type. So well, I forgot to mention this in the very beginning. Certain times throughout the year when you're buying a PC from Digital Storm, or maybe from any kind of pre-built company, they buy in bulk. So when I bought mine in bulk, it came with the blower system, which I don't like because it's super loud when it tries to cool off the GPU. And now the ones that are being made have the fan, so they're a lot quieter. Yes, you can still hear them, but you can't hear them as loud. And maybe you guys can hear in the reaction videos like almost like a fan in the background. That's my computer running. I kid you not. It's that loud. And that's not even as loud as it can hear in the human ear. So it's pretty bad. So you know, guys, it's not always a bad thing to get a pre-built computer, but it's just a matter of, I don't like the idea of stress testing. Because in reality, what that does is just, like I said in the very beginning, it just makes everything kind of depreciate. And I'm not talking in value. I'm really talking about the way it works in the next year or 5 years. Do I think this computer's gonna last for another 5 years? No. I doubt it'll last probably until 2022. I'm not even kidding. Bought in 2019. If it lasts to 2022, I'll be surprised. But at this rate, I probably will have to buy a new graphics card at some point within the next year. Trust me when I say this. Building your own PC is actually kind of fun. I've never built one personally, but they look fun. And yes, it's going to take a little bit of time to build and maybe do it correctly. But in the long run, not only will it last a lot longer, but you have your own custom components and the computer will probably handle itself a lot better. It's not every day that somebody is going to be overclocking the components, say a GPU or a CPU. You're not going to be overclocking every day. You probably won't even overclock a single time in your life. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please, if you ever see this and you're trying to get a streaming PC or a gaming PC, personally, don't go with a pre-build. They're very expensive. And personally, I think you can, and people in the comments know this for sure, and people who see this video who are PC builders know that you can do something that's a lot better. Now, again, there's no hate to Digital Storm or NZXT or any kind of pre-build company. I do love pre-builds, but I love building my own PCs even more. So, if you guys found this video a little bit more knowledgeable in a way, or in a sense, please subscribe. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.